everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Dr. Nandy Nelson and I am a doctoral level BCBA entrepreneur, wifey, and what that was funny. As you can see, I have to put my personality into it. But I help a lot of aspiring BCBAs as well as ABA entrepreneurs. So today I thought it would be very fitting to talk about something I get asked all the time on social media. And that question is, what degree do you need to become a BCBA? So over the years, there have been a lot of changes as it relates to the task list requirements, as well as the upcoming 2027 master's requirements. And I will just preface and say the information that I'll be sharing with you today is how I interpret the information that is put on the BACB.com website. However, I always recommend and highly suggest that you go directly to the source. If it is that maybe you are still unclear about what I shared in this video, or maybe you've read it for yourself and you still don't know, most certainly reach out to the BACB by putting an inquiry on their website or sending them an email, and I am sure that they will be happy to answer your question directly. So let's start with the degrees. In order to become a BCBA, you have to have a master's degree. And currently, this master's degree can be in education, psychology, or behavior analysis. The BACB have confirmed that degrees in speech, occupational therapy, or social work do not qualify unless the coursework is specifically in applied behavior analysis. Starting January 1st of 2027, the BACB will require for your degree in applied behavior analysis from an accredited institution, more specifically, an institution that was accredited by ABAI. So if you are planning ahead or currently within your master's program, you want to make sure that you are attending a university that is accredited. And also that your degree will be compliant if it is that you won't have your degree finished by the time 2027 comes around. In addition, with the change of task list, there will be also competencies that will be listed for every BCBA that they need to master. And I'm going to refer to my notes so I make sure that I do not mess this up. So here we have it. To meet eligibility, your coursework must cover 315 instructional hours across these content areas. Foundations is the first one, concepts and principles, behavior assessment, skill acquisition, behavior reduction, professionalism and ethics, as well as supervision and management. Your university program should be verified through ABAI to ensure that you are meeting these qualifications. I still have my trusty laptop here as well because I came across another key point for 2027. And that point was referring to the different pathways that you can become a BCBA. First, it says that Pathway 1 is a degree from an APBA accredited program, or as I've been mentioning, a program that is also accredited by ABAI. And you can also become a BCBA if your program is recognized as a Tier 1. All the ABs, the ACs, the DDs, the GGs get me confused. Here we go. If your program is recognized as a Tier 1, here are some pathways that I also want to mention in the 2027 changes that might be helpful for you. So I've already been discussing that there is an ABAI pathway as it relates to you going to an accredited institution, and you can also become a BCBA by having a program that is recognized as an ABAI Tier 1 or Tier 2A or 2B program. Wow. Also, another pathway is by attending an institution that is APBA accredited. So I know that's a lot. However, I will put on the screen both websites where you can find more information on what justifies as an ABAI accredited program as well as a APBA accredited program. And I'll be sure to also link those direct links below for ease and convenience. Now that you're aware what master's degree or degree in higher education, also doctoral degree qualifies, I want to also go over the fieldwork experience hours. So as you may know, there are two types of supervision hours. One is the supervised fieldwork experience, and the other one is a concentrated fieldwork experience. So the difference between the two is the supervised fieldwork experience requires for you to obtain 2,000 hours, and the concentrated fieldwork experience requires for you to obtain 1,500 hours. And with the concentrated supervision fieldwork, pretty much you have more supervision touch points with your supervisor. So for the concentrated, you need 10% of the hours that you obtain per month need to be supervised. For the other, which is supervised fieldwork, you only need 5% of your hours that you are counting for that month to be supervised. Make sure that when you are obtaining your supervision, that you are being supervised by a BCBA who has completed the supervision course in training. If it is that you embark on your supervision experience and you have not found a supervisor that has completed the course, then nothing counts. So please make sure that you ask directly if your BCBA has completed the supervision course as well as eligible to be a supervisor for you. And also make sure that you are keeping a detailed log of your hours as well as getting your documentation completed at the end of each month, as well as when you complete your supervision experience with that particular BCBA, or when you're done 2 years later or so and you've completed it and obtained all of your fieldwork supervision hours. So once you have completed all of your fieldwork hours, you got your degree, you are ready to go to apply for the exam. How exciting! So you will submit to the board your proof of coursework completion, your degree. You'll also submit your final verification form for your BCBA supervision hours, as well as your transcripts from your university that show that your degree has been conferred. And once you have been approved, it is time to start studying. I have a video that I filmed years ago, but I might remake it and add some additional tips, but check it out because this is honestly one of my most watched videos, and I think that there is still some value that can help you, so check it out. So the exam is 175 questions, and there are some questions that are test questions, and it will go over all of the foundational areas as well as the items that you have learned in your courses as well as your supervision fieldwork experience regarding the task list items. The exam is actually offered through Pearson, and it is known to be a little bit challenging. However, I don't want you to get all caught up on the experiences of other people and getting nervous about the exam as a whole. Granted, I do recognize that this is kind of the last step before the golden gates open for yourself. So I just want to say, give yourself grace, give yourself enough time to study so that you can feel prepared to go into that exam and smash it and come out on the other side as the amazing and intelligent BCBA that you know that you have always been. So if this video helped you at all to understand the BCBA pathway just a little bit, be sure to like as well as subscribe and leave below where you are in your journey. We're a community here, and I have a lot of subscribers and supporters that are in the ABA space who are currently in the journey or have been BCBAs for some time or newly minted, and I'm sure that they will have some tips that can help you on your journey. So I will chat with you all in the next video. Bye for now.